Imagine this scene. It's deep into the night in Montecito, California. The air is still warm, the crickets are loud, and inside a secluded luxury home, a phone suddenly begins to ring. On the other end is a man who, only a short time earlier, held one of the most recognized royal titles in the British establishment. Now, after a series of dramatic changes, he is no longer seen as a working royal, and his identity has been stripped down to its formal name, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. According to circulating claims and ongoing public discussion, a tense late-night conversation is said to have taken place involving Meghan Markle. The message reportedly carried an alarming tone, suggesting that further developments from the palace were unfolding rapidly. While the exact content of any such call remains unverified and speculative, what followed in public discourse was a wave of concern and speculation about what direction the royal family was heading. This moment, whether real, exaggerated, or misunderstood through media interpretation, became part of a much larger storm surrounding the monarchy. It was not just about one individual or one conversation. It reflected a growing sense of instability within the royal institution itself. At the center of this wider controversy were long-standing public discussions about Prince Andrew, past associations, and ongoing legal and reputational challenges connected to historical allegations involving Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. These matters have been widely reported in global media and have continued to cast a long shadow over the royal family for years. A significant turning point in public conversation came with renewed attention on Virginia Giuffre's widely discussed allegations and memoir-related publications that contributed to ongoing scrutiny of Prince Andrew's past associations. While interpretations and reactions to these claims vary widely, they have undeniably played a major role in shaping public perception. The intensity of this scrutiny created pressure not only on Andrew but on the monarchy as a whole. King Charles, already navigating the challenges of leading the institution during a period of transition and personal health concerns, found himself under increasing pressure to respond decisively to public sentiment and institutional reputation risks. As debates continued, attention also shifted toward Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who had stepped back from royal duties and were building their independent life in the United States. Public speculation began to explore whether internal royal decisions regarding titles, roles, and responsibilities could eventually affect them as well. In this atmosphere of uncertainty, even routine developments within the royal family began to carry symbolic weight. Every decision was interpreted as part of a larger transformation, one that appeared to be reshaping the monarchy in real time. As the broader situation developed, attention increasingly turned toward the structure of the royal family and how past events continued to influence present decisions. Public discourse frequently revisited long-standing controversies involving Prince Andrew, particularly those connected to his associations and legal battles in recent years. While official statements from the palace have consistently maintained a careful and controlled tone, media coverage and public debate have continued to expand the narrative, often blending confirmed facts with speculation and interpretation. This has created a complex information environment where perception plays a powerful role in shaping public understanding. One of the most discussed elements in this ongoing conversation has been the impact of historical allegations and how they have affected the reputation of the monarchy. The release of memoir-related material and renewed public attention on past legal proceedings have contributed to sustained scrutiny. At the same time, internal royal dynamics have also become a subject of interest. Reports of differing viewpoints within the family, particularly between senior members focused on institutional stability and those more distanced from royal duties, have fueled ongoing public fascination. Prince William, in particular, has often been described in media analysis as taking a more structured and future-focused approach to the monarchy. His emphasis on modernizing the institution and maintaining public trust has been widely reported, especially in contrast to the challenges faced by other members of the family. Meanwhile, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's position outside of official royal duties has continued to generate discussion about the long-term implications of stepping away from the institution while still retaining certain titles and public identities. Within this broader environment, speculation about private conversations, internal disagreements, and behind-the-scenes decisions has become increasingly common in online discourse. However, it is important to distinguish between verified information and narrative interpretation, as much of what circulates remains unconfirmed or based on secondary reporting. Despite this, public interest remains high, driven by the symbolic significance of the royal family and its role in modern British identity. As public discussion intensified, attention returned once again to Prince Andrew and the long-standing legal and reputational issues surrounding him. Over the years, these matters have been extensively covered in global media, with ongoing civil proceedings, settlements, and public statements contributing to a complex and highly scrutinized history. The continued focus on these issues placed significant pressure on the monarchy, particularly as it sought to balance tradition with modern expectations of accountability and transparency. In this context, decisions regarding royal roles, titles, and public representation became increasingly sensitive. King Charles, as the reigning monarch, has been portrayed in media analysis as facing one of the most challenging periods of institutional leadership in recent history. Navigating personal relationships while maintaining public trust has required careful and often difficult decision-making. At the same time, Prince Andrew's status within the royal framework has undergone significant changes over time, reflecting both legal developments and institutional distancing. These changes have been widely reported and remain a central topic in discussions about the future structure of the monarchy. Public interest has also extended to how these developments may indirectly influence other members of the royal family, particularly in terms of titles, public roles, and long-term branding. While there is no official indication of broader actions beyond established announcements, speculation continues to circulate in media and online platforms. In parallel, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's independent public life has remained a focal point of global attention. Their media projects, interviews, and philanthropic work have positioned them as influential public figures outside the formal royal system, while still maintaining a connection through titles and heritage. This dual identity has contributed to ongoing discussion about how modern monarchy adapts to global media dynamics and shifting public expectations. As the narrative continued to evolve, media attention increasingly focused on internal royal relationships and the broader emotional and institutional impact of recent years. The monarchy, traditionally associated with stability and continuity, has instead found itself navigating a period of rapid change and public scrutiny. Within this context, discussions around Sarah Ferguson, Prince Andrew, and their long-standing connection to royal life have re-emerged in public discourse. Ferguson's unique position, both inside and outside the formal royal structure, has often made her a subject of interest in media analysis, particularly when examining historical events and family dynamics. At the same time, speculative reporting and commentary have explored how financial pressures, changing living arrangements, and institutional restructuring may influence personal decisions among former and current royal family members. It is within this environment that broader conversations about memoirs, public statements, and retrospective accounts of royal life have gained traction. These narratives, whether fully accurate or partially interpreted, contribute to the ongoing public fascination with the monarchy. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle continue to be central figures in this global discussion. Their decision to step back from royal duties and build an independent life has been widely analyzed as a turning point in modern royal history. It has also raised broader questions about identity, privacy, and media influence in the 21st century. As competing narratives continue to circulate, the challenge remains distinguishing between confirmed developments and evolving interpretation. This blending of fact and speculation is a defining feature of modern media culture, particularly when it involves globally recognized institutions. As 2026 progresses, the British monarchy continues to stand at a crossroads between tradition and transformation. The institution remains deeply symbolic, yet increasingly shaped by modern pressures, media scrutiny, public accountability, and global attention that operates at unprecedented speed. Prince Andrew's ongoing absence from royal duties and the continued discussions surrounding his past have become part of a broader conversation about responsibility and institutional reputation. These developments have been widely reported and remain central to how the monarchy is publicly perceived. At the same time, King Charles faces the complex task of preserving institutional stability while adapting to changing expectations. His leadership has been described in analysis as both reform-driven and deeply personal, reflecting the difficult balance between family loyalty and public duty. Prince William's role as future monarch has also become increasingly prominent in public discourse, particularly in discussions about modernization, accountability, and the long-term direction of the royal family. Meanwhile, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle continue to navigate life outside the formal royal surrounding his past, have become part of a broader conversation about responsibility and institutional reputation. These developments have been widely reported and remain central to how the monarchy is publicly perceived. At the same time, King Charles faces the complex task of preserving institutional stability while adapting to changing expectations. His leadership has been described in analysis as both reform-driven and deeply personal, reflecting the difficult balance between family loyalty and public duty. Prince William's role as future monarch has also become increasingly prominent in public discourse, particularly in discussions about modernization, accountability, and the long-term direction of the royal family. Meanwhile, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle continue to navigate life outside the formal royal structure, maintaining a global public presence while managing ongoing media attention related to their past and present roles. Across all of these overlapping narratives, one theme remains constant. The monarchy is no longer insulated from public interpretation. Every event, statement, or silence becomes part of a larger global conversation. In this environment, certainty is rare and narratives evolve quickly. What remains is a continuous cycle of reporting, reaction, and reinterpretation. Ultimately, the story of the modern royal family is no longer just about tradition. It is about adaptation in a world where every moment is documented, analyzed, and debated in real time. And as this chapter continues to unfold, one thing is clear. The monarchy is not ending, but transforming. Under the weight of history, public expectation, and an increasingly transparent world,